Now, we're going to return to the charges that have been brought against Cardinal George Pell. The Cardinal is a very senior Catholic cleric, and he has vehemently denied any wrongdoing after being charged with sex offences in his native Australia. Cardinal Pell gave evidence via video link to an Australian Royal Commission into abuse last year. We can speak to Leonie Sheedy from the lobby organisation Care Leavers Australasian Network, who has helped support abuse survivors giving evidence to the Royal Commission in Australia. You join us from Geelong. Thank you very much for your time. Obviously, this is very sensitive. Let's start with the Royal Commission. What's the main benefit, in your opinion, Leonie, of the Royal Commission for survivors?
Well, the Royal Commission, the benefit of the Royal Commission was that people who'd been abused in Australia's orphanages, children's homes, foster care and missions were able to go to the highest office in the land to tell their abuse stories, and they were believed, listened to and validated. And it's been documented for the nation to know that these things truly did happen to Australian children. That's been the most benefit for care leavers.
And in terms of the change that you're hoping for the way that survivors are treated, talk us through what you would like to see.
Well, I'd like to see the churches and the charities and every state government that was responsible for children in orphanages and children's homes, etc., to tell the truth, to fess up, to make reparations and to opt into the national redress scheme that the federal government have implemented. But it's on an opt-in option, and this is absolutely ridiculous that, the abusers get the choice to opt in. This should be a no-brainer. They should be on their knees begging forgiveness and contributing to the national redress today.
Leonie, you've helped support abuse survivors. How hard is it for them? Give us a sense of just how difficult is it for them to come forward to talk about their experiences?
Well, many of the children, who are now elderly now, the oldest person I've supported at the Royal Commission was a 93-year-old woman who was sexually used in a Catholic orphanage. Many people have previously gone to the police to tell their abuse stories and they weren't believed. Oh, the good nuns wouldn't do that. The Salvation Army wouldn't do that to children. The Catholic priests wouldn't do that. The Christian brothers wouldn't do that. The public servants wouldn't do that. Children like us, we were Australia's second-class citizens, and children in orphanages, we just didn't have any rights. And so we weren't believed by the police. We weren't believed by anybody that we tried to tell. And so people have hidden that pain and trauma at the bottom of their hearts. But the Royal Commission, Justice Peter McClellan and the other commissioners, 6 commissioners, there are 5, I beg your pardon, 6 in total, they worked so hard to get our trust, and they did get our trust. And so, when I first met the chair of the Royal Commission, Peter McClellan, I said, how do I know you're not a pedophile judge? And I said, if I don't trust you, there'll be thousands and thousands of care leavers behind me that will not trust you either. And yet he came out to Clan, and we don't have a big premise in Sydney, and he had to speak in a garage. How many judges in the world have ever spoken in a garage? But he did, and he gained their confidence and their trust. And, I've supported hundreds of people to go to the Royal Commission, but it was extremely hard because children like us, we were the throwaway children of Australia. And so we didn't have a lot of trust in the authorities ourselves. And so, once we gained trust in the commissioners, the word spread, and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people really have come forward. But sadly, many people have died never telling of their abuse story to anyone.
Leonie, it's a very sad note on which to leave this, but thank you so much for sharing what you're doing and the campaigning that you're doing. Leonie Sheedy of CLAN. That's the Care Leavers Australasia Network. Thank you so much.
Thank you.